Jan, back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be part 2 of my full moon readathon vlogs. If you missed part 1, I'll have it linked down below. I have to go into work. It's 9 o'clock. There's a coworker walking behind my door. If you didn't know what full moon readathon is, I host it by my lonesome. It's currently August 7th and it goes until the 13th. It started on the 1st. 13-day readathon. If you didn't do the math already. We're gonna do a couple sprints with Patreon this week. On the last day, we'll do YouTube sprints. Right now, I'm currently reading a lot of books. I'm actually reading like 14 books right now. I know, embarrassing. I brought this to work with me, A Twisted Love Story by Samantha Downing. I have completed, I believe, 4 prompts already, but I haven't collected a character yet. So here's the graphic I'm talking about. I'll just insert it here, but you can get this template on my Instagram highlights on my profile that says templates. It's on my Patreon page, it's pinned, it's also on my community board on YouTube. But by the time this is up, the readathon's gonna be over, so never mind, scratch all that. But it's there. So this is probably gonna be for the hardback prompt or a morally gray character prompt for the devil character, and the hardback is for the skeleton character. It just depends on which book I finish first out of the 14, and then I'll just match it to the prompts, and then I'm just gonna keep collecting characters as I finish books, regardless if they're double characters or not. This book is okay. It's okay. It's probably en route to like 2 stars, 2 or 3 right now, but I feel like I haven't gotten to any twists or anything yet, so we shall see. Samantha Downing is the author of one of my favorite thrillers, My Lovely Wife, but I have disliked her 2 books after that, so we shall see where I stand with this one. Okay, I gotta go to work. I will talk to y'all later. Just got home from work. I'm about to fix myself a bowl of chili that Joey made yesterday. The plan is to finish my audiobook, which I haven't talked about in this vlog yet. But I'm currently reading my nonfiction pick for the month, which is Making a Scene by Constance Wu, who is a female Asian actress. She was in Crazy Rich Asians. She was in Fresh Off the Boat. I honestly don't have any like attachment to her or anything. I just saw it available on Libby, and obviously I'm an Asian woman, so I love memoirs and essay collections by Asian women because they're relatable. I'm like halfway through that. I have like about an hour and a half left in the speed that I'm reading it in. My plan is to do my diamond painting pretty much until I finish that. Then I want to try to finish the rest of A Twisted Love Story. I also want to get this Patreon little video up. It's my monthly 1 second a day. I spent a bunch of money on books today, so I'm gonna unhaul like 8 books that I wrote down. I'm gonna go through my shelves again real quick and see if I want to unhaul any more and list them on Pango. From now until we move, I'm gonna at least unhaul every time I buy books. I'm gonna at least cancel them out. My goal for this month is to just go on a library ban. I work at a library, if you didn't know, so it's hard to keep my library book checkouts like less than 10. Right now it's at 8, so my goal is to finish this round of checkouts and then just not check things out until we're fully moved in, which is gonna be October 30th. So moving content is gonna be Patreon only, just so y'all know. Starting to prep already. I got my first moving box from my coworker just because it was laying around. I want to start packing like as soon as possible, like my books that I've read that I'm not going to talk about between now and moving day. I've been getting rid of clothes slowly but surely, so it's happening, but like the actual moving content will be and has been on Patreon. Just so you know, my Patreon links are always down below. We're vampire themed, we're called The Lair. It's a good time. We have a Discord, we have buddy reads, we have monthly readathons, we have exclusive content, obviously, exclusive videos with Joey, lifestyle things, movie nights. We get to know each other really well over there, so it's a cute little community. It's fun. Okay, I'm gonna heat up this chili now, and I'll talk to y'all when I have some sort of update.
I'm protecting you. Everything you think and do should go through me first, he said.
go. It is now like 8:45-ish, probably closer to 9. Almost done with this diamond painting. I just need like 3 or 4 more colors. So I should be done with that tomorrow when I start a new audiobook, because I just finished Making a Scene by Constance Wu. I think I'm gonna start The Return by Rachel Harrison tomorrow via audio. It's like a 10-hour audiobook. I just edited my witchy vlog, which is where I read Cackle, and now I really just want to read the rest of Rachel Harrison's book until Black Sheep comes out in October, which I do have an arc of, but it's gonna be October's book club pick. So that's your little sneak peek. Oh, I finished Making a Scene, gave it 4 stars. I say this all the time, but it's very rare for me to give nonfiction books, especially memoirs or biographies or whatever, essay collections, less than 5 stars. And when I do, it's never about like the subject matter. Like obviously, like who am I to judge someone's life, you know? It's just usually either the writing didn't give that 5-star feel, or the way the audiobook is crafted. Like with Seth Rogen's audiobook, like he narrated it, which was no problem whatsoever, obviously, but like the way the audiobook was done with all the effects and stuff, it like drowned out his voice during some of the parts. So like things like that, but this felt a little disjointed. I saw some reviews and they were saying like how it didn't connect. The essays just felt like scattered, I guess, and it didn't flow well. But I mean, they were hard-hitting, they were impactful. She talks about like a bunch of parental issues towards the end, which were really sad. And then there was also this essay about when she was younger and this one teacher accused her of plagiarism. She was like 12, and this teacher basically got all her other teachers to tell her that she's not good enough to write this, so like she had to have plagiarized, and it was just depressing and heartbreaking. And then of course she talks about like her toxic relationships, the acting industry, and being a female actress in a man's world type thing, female person in general in a man's world. There is SA, so do beware of that. Look up trigger warnings. Just being harassed while at work and while off the clock, being forced to do things against her will. There was a lot covered, and I did enjoy listening to it. It was a pleasant audiobook to listen to. Pretty much it was just like the writing wasn't too special, I guess. It did have a few quotes that hit. I mean, 4 stars, still a good rating. So I'm gonna move on to reading A Twisted Love Story. I have like 160 pages left of this book, but Joey comes home in like an hour, so I'm just hoping I get a decent amount done, and then when he gets home I'm gonna read a little bit more and also try to get this one Patreon early access video up. Speaking of Patreon, thank you Katie from Katie is Reading for joining the lair. My eyes widened like never before. I could not believe my eyes. Like I was like, me? Little old me? So that's exciting. I'll talk to y'all when I have a reading update. Hey, I'm doing a prompt. I was reading past my bedtime. It's midnight. I haven't stayed up till midnight on a work night in probably weeks. I was just uploading a Patreon thing. So while I was waiting, I started another book just on Kindle because I don't have a Kindle book since I DNF'd or unmuted an unhinged book. So I need to read a KU book this month to fulfill my little goal of utilizing my Kindle at least once a month. So I started Fire Falling or something, whatever it's called. Whatever the second book of Air Awakens is called, it by Elise Kova. I literally read like 3%. The first book I gave 3 stars. Why I'm continuing it? I don't fucking know. When she has like 6 other series, I don't know. Could be reading Duel of the Vampire Lord by the same author, but I keep restarting and ending it. I just don't want smut right now. That's the issue. I tried reading that. I tried reading Guild, but Guild by Raven Kennedy, that started off with a smutty scene too, and I was like, I just want some wholesome fantasy romance, you know? I don't want R-rated shit right now. Little reading update. I am 300 pages into this. There was a little bit of a shocking moment, but it was brief. I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, that's it? Yeah, it's that type of book. I hope there's at least one more twist, because then maybe this could be 3 stars, possibly. But right now it's sitting at a 2. Again, if the chapters weren't as short as they are, I would have DNF'd a long time ago. But actually, maybe not, because this is the deciding factor of whether or not I'll read anything else by Samantha Downing. And right now it's looking like a no from me. That's the verdict on that. I'm gonna get ready for bed. I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Joey's reading The Store by Bentley Little. Look at him, remembering things about stuff. How you feeling? Reviews with Joey.
I'm liking it. It's taking me a while to read it for some reason, but I'm enjoying it.
I'm gonna eat a grape.
There's some really unexpected like parts that happen, and you're like, what the fuck? Like parts that you don't really expect, which is fun.
Good night.
Good night.
This was the wrong thumb to be wearing. Like 90 degrees right now. Oh, I never changed the battery on my camera. Fuck. Anyway, this is the only update of the day, so whatever. But real quick, I'm at the Forest Preserve on my lunch break. I just finished the last few pages of A Twisted Love Story. As anticipated, I'm giving it 2 stars. Samantha Downing blew her last chance with me. 3 strikes, you're out, buckaroo. She's a one-hit wonder, and I'm accepting it. The only reason I didn't DNF, because, you know, it's a library book, those aren't hard for me to DNF, is to confirm that for myself. So not reading anything she releases anymore, even if it's dark academia, even if it has vampires, I'm not reading it. I'm over it. For Your Own Good, I gave 3 stars. It was like a low 3. I had 1 taco from Taco Bell because I just needed something, because I've been like not in the mood to really eat today. I'm listening to The Return by Rachel Harrison. I might listen to it throughout the rest of the workday, but most likely not. I'll probably try to finish my diamond painting tonight. This is going to be for the hardback book prompt, and finally collected my first character of this readathon because I keep like doing 1 book per prompt and I keep jumping around. So I collected the skeleton. Nothing happened. There was this one subplot that didn't need to be there. This definitely could have been like 100 pages shorter. I mean, the buildup was there, so maybe like 60 pages shorter, 80 pages shorter, but definitely shorter. The characters, I know nothing about them other than the 2 main ones. Wes and Ivy are obsessed with each other. And then all these like generic characters just started coming out of nowhere. Like, I didn't see the point of the Bianca side story. There were so many things that didn't need to be there and serve no purpose to the overall thing. And the twist, that was the only twist, and it was not great. It was like, that's it? And what the fuck was the point of him being the person who died? That's all I'm gonna say, because my camera already died once. It's probably gonna die again. Okay, bye. Hello. We're gonna do the quickest unboxing in the world. Book of the month. Family Lore and Vampires of El Norte. We have my bat onesie from Old Navy. I'll be showing that later. We have this Halloween-y shirt from American Eagle because I have one from last year and I really love the material. Totally forgot I bought this, but I got the sequel to Serpent and the Wings of Night without even reading the first one, so that my copies will for sure match before they do the reprint. Hello. It has been a while. It's like 10 o'clock now. I took like a 25-minute nap and I felt worse. I ate some ramen. I read a bunch, watched some booktube as well. Joey's on his way home and I want to surprise him by putting on this Old Navy bat suit that I got. Hopefully it fits because I just took the tag off. But I got it in extra small and I just want to like greet him while wearing this, you know? I didn't want to put it on before he said he's on his way home because it's hot. It's like fleece in here. It's cinched at the bottom, so even if it's big, it'll still like look just like a baggy onesie. Oh my god. I'm gonna be like, good evening. I love it. This is so worth my money. I'm dying. This is totally what I'm wearing on Halloween when I'm reading my spooky books. I don't even care. Okay, now I'm gonna sit here and give y'all a little overview of what I've read. I can't take myself seriously. So I read a bunch of The Dead Romantics. The audiobook's pretty freaking good actually, so I've been following along for some parts, but as of just before I turned on the camera I was reading this just physically and I'm now on page 135 and I'm still really liking it. I guess I forgot what it was about. I mean, I knew it was a paranormal romance, but it's like, I don't know, I guess I've never actually, have I read one? I haven't read like a modern one. I've read like a KU, you know, like supernatural, like vampire romances. I've probably read a ghost romance at some point, but I don't know. It's just unique. I'm glad I'm liking it because I own it. I want to keep it because it's a gift from Bibi Darian. I'm tabbing it. I'm laughing. I'm loving. I'm living. So this is for the someone else picked prompt, because on my sprints with Patreon on Sunday, I asked them to choose a romance for me because Joey and I just finished reading an extreme horror book and I was like, I need something light and fluffy that will give me joy. So they picked this out of like 5 options that I gave them, which was nice of them because this one was one of the shorter books in that pile. And then I think for the morally gray character, I'm just gonna use this Such Pretty Flowers. I've had this from the library for too long. I already extended the due date and everything multiple times. So now it's due on the 11th, which is this Friday. So this will be my next mission, but I'm gonna focus on this as much as I can. Hopefully I finish this by tomorrow because it is 345 pages. So I have a little over 200 pages left. That is doable if I get up early enough tomorrow morning, and I have sprints with Patreon tomorrow after work, so that should be doable. With this, I'm already on page 34 out of 317. This is basically about this girl's brother who supposedly, allegedly committed suicide. His last words were, "Get it out of me," which is really fucking creepy. The sister falls in love with his girlfriend, becomes obsessed with her, stalks her. A dark attraction to the one woman she shouldn't trust. I guess not knowing this person's intentions is like the morally gray character, so we'll go with that. I really want to be reading a fantasy as well, but I just can't choose one. But whichever fantasy I choose, it'll most likely be vampy or witchy, so one of those could go for my favorite supernatural creature prompt, and then I'll be donesies. I really thought I was gonna collect like doubles and triples of characters, but here we are, fucking around once again. Yes, I'm gonna try to get Joey's reaction.
Oh.
Good evening.
Oh my god, that is amazing. Oh my god, you're so cute. Oh, wow, that's cozy. Oh my god, it's gonna be perfect for the winter.
It's fleece. Oh my god, it has
It's pockets! Dude, I want that. What's the inside like?
It's an extra small, so you can, it's fleece.
Oh my god, you can totally do
This was so worth
it.
it.
That'll be our Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Let
Scared the children.
oh my god, that's awesome.
I love it.
It fits perfect.
Not really.
I mean, it's a little baggy, but
But like, I looked to see if it's cinched, so it...
it makes you look adorable as fuck. It makes you look even shorter. Aw.
Say hi to the camera.
Oh my god!
Super quickly. I look like this today. Don't even have eyeliner on because this morning I almost died. I literally had the cramps from hell and I was like a contortionist in the bathroom, on the bed, almost called off work. I was like, give me till noon. I got up at 5:30 in the morning. I was already cramping, but I edited my July wrap up, got that up, and then I read, and then around like 7:40 it got really bad. And then around 8:20 I was like, hey, give me till noon. I texted my manager and then I just like curled up in a ball for like 10 minutes and just breathed, and I was like, okay, I think I'm okay. And I survived work and I still have a little bit of crampy vampies right now, time of the month is next week, and that usually happens a week prior. But I'm about to go live for Patreon for some full moon readathon sprints. I'm 200 pages into the Dead Romantics. I am going to finish it tonight. I don't care. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm going to finish it tonight. It's really quick, and I'm liking it so far. It's feeling like a 4 stars still. I don't remember if I said that already. It's not like the best romance I've ever read, like whatsoever, but it's quick. It doesn't annoy me. The main character is fine. The premise is cool. And then I'm also over halfway through The Return, and the audiobook's pretty good. It's creepy. We're not getting answers yet, so I'm intrigued. I want to finish that tonight as well. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I want to, because then I can finish my diamond painting as well. So I'm only gonna go live for like 2 hours, and that'll give me like 2 hours to be doing my diamond painting until Joey gets home. But hopefully I can finish the last 145 pages in 2 hours. I think it's doable, but I can't do that without starting my sprints, so I'll talk to y'all later. I just finished The Return. It was so good. It was so wild. Unlike anything I could have ever anticipated about this book, I was like, okay, this is just another classic thriller about a girl who goes missing and then comes back and something's wrong with her. No. It's so much more than that. I mean, it's that, but like, the something wrong was so wild. I was creeped out listening to that audiobook as I'm home alone at night. I was like looking over my shoulder and shit, and like noises in my apartment. Like, it was creepy. The audio, I think, could have been creepier, but I'm glad it wasn't, because I would have had to turn it off and wait for Joey to come home. But like, I had to literally pause my diamond painting and just like listen and like look around. It was such an experience. But I only gave it 4 stars as opposed to 5, because when I thought about it, I was like, something about it annoyed me, and it was definitely the group of girls, like the female friendship. I usually like female friendship books if it were just 2 women, but this was like 4 or 5. I feel like if they threw in just one male main character, I feel like it would have been less annoying, and it could have been a 5. You know, just to like balance it out at least a little bit. But wow. Rachel Harrison is becoming one of my new favorite authors, and I'm really sad. I'm not really sad, I'm glad, but I have the e-arc for Black Sheep, which comes out like mid-September, end of September, and it's gonna be my October book club pick for Full Moon Book Club. I've like dropped hints and whatever, said sneak peeks in videos and live shows prior to this one, so I can't like back out of it now, and I already chose my guest and we already discussed it, but I have the arc now, and I already pre-ordered the physical copy, so I'm not gonna read the arc. I'm gonna resist, because I still do have such sharp teeth, and I feel like Rachel Harrison and Katrina Ward have like the same kind of vibes in their writing, so I think I really do need to do this Katrina Ward vlog like very soon to ride this high, because such sharp teeth, and then I'll only have Black Sheep left from Rachel Harrison's books. I'm really in this kick where I just want to read all of the books from like a single author at a time, because it's such like an accomplishment, such a flex to say that I read like all of Riley Sager's books, all of Taylor Jenkins Reid. So I really want to start this Binge Their Backlist series. So Katrina Ward for sure, but I'm excited to start Such Sharp Teeth tomorrow. Hopefully it goes just as fast. But Dead Romantics, I forgot I have the audiobook, so I'm gonna try to crank out a little bit more before Joey gets home. He should be on his way home now, I think. He just texted me, and I have exactly 100 pages left. I read like 50 on sprints, which is not a lot because I kept getting distracted and sleepy, but I'm glad I finished another book today. This is feeling like a 3-star now, because I realized how bored I am with the characters and how cringy they get, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It could still be a 4, but it's definitely not going to be a 5. Telling you that right now. It's been a few books since I've had a 5-star read. I'm getting kind of nervous here. Other than obviously my reread of Dowry. Hopefully this fan's not fucking with my audio. It usually does, but I'm just kind of risking the biscuit. Okay, so I'm going to update my bullet journal and then read a little bit more, and I'll probably finish this right at the ass crack of dawn, hopefully. But I'm pretty wired right now because I just had coffee, so love that. Good morning. Another car update. Y'all know how it goes. I'm running late, but I really want some McDonald's hash browns. That might be what I do. I woke up at 5:30 today. I read until until I had to get ready for work, pretty much. I finished Dead Romantics like before 7, and then I read Such Pretty Flowers till I hit page 50, and then I cuddled with Joey for a little bit. But Dead Romantics, I ended up giving it 3 stars. I was cringing a lot. I found myself rolling my eyes a ton, especially when it came to like their banter and their like flirting. It just wasn't cute. Like, listen, I'm a sucker for dad jokes, right? But they just took it like one little step too far, and then it was, I think I said this last night, and then it was just cringy. And I feel like their chemistry was so weak. For a second, I was like, okay, this is classified as a romance, but like, is it really? Because is there gonna be a happily ever after? Because how's that gonna work? But of course, convenience, you know. There were also a couple reveals about the author that she was ghostwriting for, and those were predictable as well. I mean, the family dynamics of our female main character, those were fine. Those drove the plot pretty much. Those were more engaging than the romance. I just didn't feel it between them. I don't know. Really sad that it wasn't a 5, because I know a lot of my friends love that book. I'm still gonna give Ashley Poston another shot. I'm gonna at least read the 7 Years Slip, but if I don't like that, then I won't read anything else they write. Got it gifted to me from Liv from Liv's Library, so I will read that one eventually. I'm still listening to The Clackety, which is a middle grade spooky book that I've been wanting to read for a while, because I know Kitty from Spicy Cats Reads really liked it, and she doesn't read too many middle grades either, so that was interesting, so I want to check it out. And I heard it is pretty spooky for a middle grade, so I want to be spooked, but not in like the Return by Rachel Harrison way, because that was creepy. It wasn't like scary, it was just creepy, and it like gave me chills. That was really good. In my heart, I want to give it 5 stars. Like, when I think about it, I'm like, holy shit, that was a good book. I kind of want to give it 5 stars, but when I really think about it and like the lead up to everything, it just took a little, like, it's under 300 pages, but it still felt long. I mean, the chapters were long, but I was also listening to it on audio. I think it was just the characters. There was too much like trying too hard to let you know how this friendship goes type thing, if that makes sense. I don't know. I did make my pumpkin spice iced coffee in my Fueled by Iced Coffee and Anxiety cup. But okay, I'm gonna go. Hey, so I'm home. I'm in my merch. My canceling plans to read and edit merch. To put my Jimmy John's leftovers in the fridge before I head over to the coffee shop, actually, because I need it. I need the serotonin. I probably will just bring books and just worry about editing later tonight. What do I want to edit next? Either my cramming vlog or my Whispering Dark spoilery vlog for Patreon. That one's gonna be significantly shorter, but I think it'd be smarter to work on my cramming vlog next. But anyway, I started more books, and I'm gonna keep starting more until something grasps me, but ow, ow, ow. As y'all know, my main goal is to finish this pretty much by tomorrow. I don't know how that's gonna happen. I can't find the audio anywhere, but I'm gonna bring this with me. I'm also gonna bring Small Worlds, even though it doesn't fulfill a prompt, but I really am just craving good writing. Like, I just need to feel inspired by what I'm reading, you know? Like, I can't be doing this just reading for entertainment thing today. Like, there's something in me that's just like so uninspired, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that fall is not here yet. But speaking of entertainment, I started I Know Who You Are by Alice Feeney. I spoiled myself for this. I know there's something super disturbing in this, and I'm gonna read it anyway because it's Alice Feeney. Listening to the audio, and it's really good, and I'm able to listen to it in 2.65 speed or something. So I'm sure as the story goes on and I get used to it, I can go even higher. But I love Alice Feeney. So this is my current audiobook, so I can knock off another library book as soon as possible, because next week after this vlog, I'm planning on doing finishing my library books vlog, because that's what patrons voted for instead of the Katrina Ward vlog, which is fine. And then I think I want to start Shanghai Immortal, because first of all, it's only a 320 something page fantasy, okay? It's by an Asian author. and I've been feeling like I've been reading not as diverse lately, and I was super intentional about it in May because it was Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and then June, July I kind of just fell off it. So I just want to go back to being at least a little bit more intentional with it, you know? That one is about a half ox spirit, half vampire. They have to interact with like the king of hell. I don't know. I really don't know what the premise is, but I just heard Asian vampire and I'm like, yep. I'm gonna try probably a chapter or two of this at the coffee shop. So I'll have 3 options to read. I just also am in the mood to annotate a lot, and since I've been reading library books, I haven't been annotating too much. I mean, The Dead Romantics got a little bit, but it's a romance. It was just like quick annotations, not like analyzing the text. Not that I do that a lot, but like it's not the good literary fiction writing that I crave sometimes, and today is a time. So I'm gonna spend a couple hours at the coffee shop, and then once I get back home, I'll probably edit. I'm just accepting that the gym is not on my priority list. I'm also really channeling fall because I'm sweating. I have bike shorts on, but I'm already sweating just sitting here talking in this hoodie. But it's cold at that coffee shop. I also want to start Such Sharp Teeth at some point today just to get a feel for it, because Rachel Harrison, if she's 3 for 3, I just hope. Black Sheep. It doesn't disappoint. Could be a 5-star book club pick, which doesn't happen often. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Oh, hello, Papa.
Tried to make it last, tried to make it work. Ignored all the signs, but we made it worse. You were number 1 in my top 10. Maybe that's why it took so long to end. One of a kind, girl, you broke the mold. This love still lost if you let it go. Is it better just to lose or have none at all? You wanna learn to fly or to never fall. It wasn't meant to be. Hope I always stay more than a memory. Memory of what you used to be. It ain't no use to me, but I can't let it be. Can't just let go. I need a rest though. Feels like my heart got a repo. Stole a rug from right where my feet go. Put it on the top shelf and I can't reach those. Tried to make it last, tried to make it work. Ignored all the signs, but we made it worse. You were number 1 in my top 10. Maybe that's why it took so long to end. One of a kind, girl, you broke the mold. Is love still?
So Joey asked me to design his tattoo, so this was my thought process, okay? Fit for a King's his favorite band, and he wanted a death moth because I'm also getting a death moth because we're lame. But there's this one, and then he wanted a rain one too, but there's also this Fit for a King thing. It's supposed to be upside down, but I was like, how do I combine this and this? And I made this. Instead of the dagger, I put lightning, and then I got the rain on the rose. And look, I video chatted him. Hold on, let me show you.
That's fucking insane. Dude, that's so good.
I'm so happy.
Oh my god. I was not ready for that when you called me.
Yeah, I mean, you could
flower is so good.
obviously change the font. I was gonna try to do like a gothic font, but I already spent too much time on
I
it.
actually kind of like the simple font like that.
I kind of
like that.
Yeah. The hardest part were these fucking wings, the symmetry of them.
Yeah, no, that's fucking hard. Dude, that death moth is so good.
Thanks.
I don't get how you're so fucking talented at everything you do. Like, it almost pisses me off. Holy shit.
I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
I have made a good choice. Shanghai Immortal. This intro chapter, such a great intro to the story. I'm hooked. I thought I would find the humor kind of cringy and like trying too hard, because that's what I saw in some reviews and that's what I got from like the very first page. And I'm like, okay, let me keep an open mind. Let me give it a shot, give it a chance. Yep, exactly what I needed. Exactly. I just needed the Asian culture in my books again. I just needed it. There's already like a vampy scene. My annotations are lovely. They are looking good, my dude. Like, the color scheme There's a lot of like writing involved because I'm like defining things for myself. I'm loving it here. And the fact that it's so short, I'm so excited. I do also want to try to start Such Sharp Teeth because the buzzword for this month for Buzzwordathon is body parts. And it would be awesome to read Such Sharp Teeth for that because it'd be perfect because teeth obviously counts as a body part. But I kind of want to stick with this. But maybe I'll do a chapter of that as well. Or maybe not. And then after tomorrow, I have to pause this vlog because Saturday is my 24-hour readathon with The Lair with my patrons. So who knows what I'm going to be reading that day. But it'll be one of the books I'm reading now. Most likely. Hopefully. Anyway, I want to make some dino nuggies because it's 10 o'clock and I haven't eaten dinner yet. I haven't actually eaten since lunch. My coworker's son delivered us Jimmy John's. So I ate like half of that, but I think I'll just eat the other half tomorrow because I don't feel like eating it right now. I feel like dipping nuggies in barbecue sauce. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're just in the mood for that. Such Pretty Flowers is really good. Like, I read a lot more of it than I planned to because I was only trying to get to page 100, but then I was hooked and I'm like, I want to know more. And I'm on page 122 now. And I have theories and I really hope it's correct because then this would be unhinged unless it's an even more unhinged twist, reveal, whatever. But I have some inklings as to what's going on. Yeah, I mean, I was like flying through this book and then there were too many children and too many people, as y'all saw at that end clip. I don't know where they all came from, but it was like 8 o'clock. Like a swarm of people came in and I was like, I gotta leave. It's time. So that's why I left, but I had a great time. I also read a few more pages of Small Worlds to test the audiobook out. I like the audiobook. I can't go past 2 times speed for this audiobook because of the British accent, but the chapters of this are really short. I just don't know. We'll find out together. But for now, I'm gonna go make some dino nuggies. Tink. Alright, people, we've got packages galore, and I think they're all my doing. We're gonna hide the dirty laundry. Oh god, my eyes hurt from staring at my phone. Okay, first up. Oh, already? I just put this on my wish list the other day because I just finished it. Congrats on 6K, Jan. It's so well deserved and then some. I always look forward to your videos. I'm so proud of you and glad to be a part of The Lair. Love you and your nerdy bookish videos. We need to meet IRL soon from Ashlyn. Ashlyn! This is so unexpected. Stop it. Wow. I'm so happy. Now Joey can read it. Oh my god, now I have all the Rachel Harrison books in paperback. They're gonna look so good together. Thank you so much, Ashlyn. Oh my god, you did not have to. She literally buys me a gift for like every accomplishment I've ever done in my life. I love you, Ashlyn. We do need to meet in real life soon because you live like right there. Oh, I bought this. I'm gonna finally read Jane Eyre. I have another edition that I got from Goodwill for like $3, I think. And it was like a special edition. I literally remember seeing it at Goodwill, being like, I don't need it. I'm not gonna read this anytime soon. And then I came back the next day because I was like, I do need it. But then I was like, do I really want to read that edition? And the answer is no, I want this one. Finally going to read it, and I'm gonna buddy read it with one of my patrons, Destiny. Hopefully I can feel like a more well-rounded reader. So I got 2 sequels that I haven't read the first one for yet. I told myself I'd stop doing this, but here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces because I needed free shipping after buying this. So I got 2. This is huge. Holy fuck. This is the sequel. Oh god, the font is small. But I've been loving Hollow Heathens. This is a sequel to Hollow Heathens, and I've yet to finish it. This is the sequel to Blood Orange, which one of my patrons, Megan, got for me for my birthday. I loved the Black Sunshine duology, so I was like, I'm gonna end up loving this. I already know it's vampires, so it's only a duology, so I was like, might as well get the sequel, right? Right. And then I have clothing items. So this is the new Dracula H&M design. I wanted the first one that they had a couple years ago, and I remember staring at it at H&M and I was like, I don't need it. And now that like vampires are my thing, I was like,
I should have bought it.
But they don't have it anymore. They have this one though, and it's alright. It's the same color scheme as the other one. It's still cool. I have a couple Dracula shirts now, so that's fun. And then this one, really exciting, because For all you chronic illness girlies like me, with my rheumatoid arthritis that I talk about constantly, there is an apparel shop for you, a small business called Grace and Brace, and I will link their Instagram and Etsy shop down below, well, their website down below. So one of my subscribers posted about this. They wore one of the graphic tees and posted it as their favorite graphic tee for Full Moon Readathon, and I was like, oh my god, I need that, because it said hocus pocus, my joints are bogus. And I was like, wow, I need that. And then I looked on the website and I was like, holy shit, I need all of this. And so I was like, I know a lot of my patrons have shared their chronic illness issues with me and everything. So I was like, they would appreciate this. I've gotten comments about like arthritis as well and how they can relate and whatever, like from subscribers even who aren't in the lair. So I was like, a lot of my followers would appreciate this. So I reached out like 5 minutes after I saw this post. I reached out to the owner of Grace and Brace and asked if they wanted to work with me and give me a discount code for my followers to get them sales, obviously, and to save y'all money, because this is incredible. I got the one that says hocus pocus, my immune system is bogus, and then it says chronic illness spell book on the little book, and I wanted another orange crew neck. There's also a Taylor Swift one that says this is me trying, and then in parentheses it says like whatever your chronic illness is version, like rheumatoid arthritis version. Like, how amazing. So with all that being said, my discount code for their Etsy shop is Jan25 because of all the Etsy fees and everything, so it's 25% off, and then on their website it's Jan15. So again, all that information will be linked down below. Use your codes, save your monies. I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna show my mom. But yeah, that's the haul. I'm gonna do one load of laundry, and then tonight Joey and I are planning to be reckless and staying up really late, so he gets off work at 10. We're gonna try to see The Last Voyage of Demeter at 10:40, and it's a 2-hour movie. So will we make it through the whole thing? Who knows? Because tomorrow we're gonna go to Spirit Halloween, we're gonna go to this horror bookstore that we go to called Bucket of Blood, we're gonna go to B-dubs because we've been craving, but that's all gonna be in my Patreon only vlog because tomorrow's our lair 24-hour readathon. I embedded it with this full moon readathon, so like I said, in week 1 I'm gonna pause this for a Saturday, and then Sunday on the last day of the readathon, the 13th, I'll be picking this back up again. But yes, that's the plan for now. I'll talk to you later. Look at us being night owls.
It's like,
Night owls. And I'm wearing my Dracula sweatshirt, and he's wearing a Spoopy. And it's literally like 10:40 at night. Who are we? We're supposed to be in bed by now.
yeah, we're on our way here. We're like yawning.
Yeah, we're trying to stay young, okay? The night is young and so are we.
So are we.
Trying to be.
We must be young.
Okay, bye. 10:40.
Oh my god, damn. That is late.
And
12:53. Oh my god.
Kill me. Hi, good morning. Long time no speak because I took yesterday to do my Patreon 24-hour readathon vlog, and Joey and I went spooky shopping and horror book shopping, and it was a whole day. It was fun. I started Blood Orange because I wanted a vampire book that reminded me of The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Like, I was still in that like classic Dracula mood, and yes, this is a modern smutty romance, okay, but it follows Valtu, who supposedly Dracula is inspired by, so he's essentially like Vlad the Impaler, you know, but fictional. And the writing starts off like reminiscent of Dracula, kind of like with the letters, and it references Dracula characters, so I do recommend reading Dracula before the Dracula duets. Take a shot every time I say Dracula. This is the first in the duology by Karina Halley. I really also loved the Black Sunshine duology, which is another vampire romance. This also has references to those characters, so I would recommend. It's not required, like this is a standalone duology technically, it's just in the same world, but I think it would give you the full experience if you have knowledge from the first duology. Anyway, this is really good. I'm 82 pages in. It has humor. It actually has a plot. I've only read one smut scene so far in 82 pages, which is how I prefer my books. I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more, but I'm glad there's at least a plot that I am enjoying. We have Valtu, and then we have the perspective of this woman named Dahlia, who's also a witch and a vampire slayer. So it's very much like enemies to lovers, like I have to kill you, but like I want to fuck you type thing. That's where I'm at. I'm gonna maybe read that, but but most likely we'll continue Shanghai Immortal. I got to page 56. I was trying to read in the car on the way to all our activities yesterday and it wasn't working too much, but I still got to page 56. So this one is still going strong. It's just very slow for me to read because I want to understand everything fully, so I look up all the like Chinese language and certain creatures and stuff, so I get the full world in my head as much as I can, because y'all know it takes extra effort for me to do that and visualize things. So that's why this has taken a while, but this one's obviously a lot quicker because the writing's easier to digest. I'm familiar with the Dracula world and it's like your classic vampire as opposed to this, which is like half fox spirit, half vampire. So those are my two books. I don't know if I'm gonna finish either of them today, so my last resort to collect the favorite supernatural creature prompt will be to reread Fangs, the graphic novel, for a third time. I read that last year and then the first year I got it, so it's gonna be probably a yearly thing because it takes like not long at all to read. I mean, it's either that or doubling up and making a Dowry of Blood count too, so it's the same thing. But I will try my darndest to finish one of those because I will be doing laundry all day today after my sprints at my mom's house, and my mom's house is always chaotic. Something's always going on, but hopefully it's not too hot to where I could read in their backyard. I'm also gonna bring my laptop so I could edit my July cramming vlog while I do laundry, and hopefully it's a productive day because I was getting really sad last night at like 10 p.m. because I wasn't like reading as much for this 24-hour readathon yesterday and wasn't reading as much as I want to for this full moon readathon because hosting is hard, okay? There's only one of me. I was just getting a lot of imposter syndrome last night. It comes back every now and then, you know? No matter what I do, it just comes back, but it's fine. It doesn't last too long nowadays, but it was super sweet because Joey was just like, what can I do to help? Do you want me to read with you? I'll read with you, let's go. And it was like 10 p.m. and it was so sweet. But now I gotta go live, so I will talk to y'all after. Okay, hi. So, I worked on the diamond painting a little bit more, but I'm going cross-eyed, so I'll probably finish it tonight, hopefully, because I have like 3 colors left, because I'm doing them by color now that it's almost done. I got to page 100 of Blood Orange. I forgot to mention, there are dark academia vibes in this too, and I'm loving it. I almost don't want to finish it tonight, but also I gotta focus on library books this week. I don't know, I'm gonna bring this to my mom's. I think I'm gonna read Fangs real quick before I leave, so then I can just check off the prompt, be done with all the prompts. I probably won't end this vlog though until the end of the night. I told my live show, I was like, I just need to end the vlog and then just take a break before tomorrow, but I think I want to keep it going despite being done with the prompts. Once I finish this will be my 3rd reread of this book. I just want to like take the burden off so I don't stress about finishing this today. Shanghai Immortal is kind of hopeless at this point. I know for a fact I probably won't stick to library books in my library books vlog just because y'all know me and my lack of ability to stick to themes, but there are gonna be 5 books left. I'm planning on finishing I Know Who You Are tonight because I have like 2 hours left of the audiobook, so that is very doable if I want to finish the diamond painting especially, and if I want to clean up a little bit, and like I'm gonna bring my headphones to my mom, so if I want to do that. I just have a lot that I want to do today. It's like 3 o'clock now, so I'm running out of time. Doing sprints at 11 instead of like 9 really kind of messed me up, but that's okay. I wasn't really fully awake by 9 anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna read this and then I will talk to y'all when I'm at my mom's probably. I'm sure I have maybe at least 1 package, who knows. Never paid attention to the fact that his name is Jimmy and her name is Elsie. If you didn't know, this is a vampire werewolf romance graphic novel, and it's just like little vignettes, and I had no idea until now that those are their names. being controlled by the moon. I'm a slave to the moon. It's my book club. So fucking funny! Done! I love it. 5 stars once again. I'm gonna go check off the last prompt for favorite supernatural creature. The full moon readathon is fini. And now I can read technically whatever I want, but what I want is blood orange. Maybe I'll take a gander at my current reads as well. And then at the end of this vlog, we'll do a wrap up of everything I read. What you doing? Caught you. Show them your stickers. Sticker haul.
So proud of them.
If you're Filipino, you'll understand.
I understand it though.
Well, show the rice one first. Oh, that one says...
Travel is life.
So, Filipinos use that thing to wash their butts after pooping.
Filipinos will not survive without this.
And then...
And then, of course, the favorite.
Rice is...
life. We die. No rice, we die.
No rice, no life.
No life, we die. Sige lang. That means fight, fight, fight. That's how we are. Or, what do you call this? Resilient?
Resilient?
Ano pronunciation?
Resilient.
Resilient. So we survive no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what. Even if we're already hungry, we smile. And then of course, only in the Philippines.
The colorful Jeep.
The jeepney beep beep beep. Ang sabi ng jeep. Sabi ng jeep ay beep beep beep.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Because it's expensive.
Okay.
It's more for $10. I only have $10 cash.
Oh my god. Well, there you go. Haul is over. Bye.
No need to give it up, just need to let it go. And if it's so.
Look, that's all I have left. It's gonna happen tonight. But I just went through a hell of a lot. I just finished I Know Who You Are. Oh, I don't have the book. It's by Alice Feeney. Y'all know what it looks like. It's the one with the red lips. I'm not gonna hold it up. Maybe I won't even put a picture up. Who
You
knows?
can put it straight over my face.
I just don't wanna do that. Oh, but I need it. I'm so annoying. I'm just stuck under this coffee table right now, so I can't really get up. So I Know Who You Are. I'm giving it 4.
I know who you are.
Thank you. This one. This is the last Alice Feeney I have until her newest release called Good Bad Girl. Holy shit. The twist in this one, I was screaming. He can attest to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I expected what was gonna happen because like I said, I asked Liv from Liv's Library what to spoil me because I guessed it and then she's like, yeah, that's what it was and I hate it. It's 1 star. I was like, okay, well, I like fucked up things, so I'm gonna read it anyway. Boy, was it fucked up. Oh, it's so good. But I'm gonna give it 4 stars because it doesn't feel right giving it 5. Like, I just feel disgusting giving it 5.
Okay. Nobody will judge you.
Yeah, but I don't know if I liked the build up to it enough to give it 5 stars. Like, I still liked Rock, Paper, Scissors more than this.
I like Rock, Paper, Scissors.
Yeah, I would have to reread it to see, because I know I didn't have too many visceral reactions. I was shook with that one, but like, I don't know. And I think part of it was because I was expecting it. Maybe it would have been 5 stars if I didn't know. Check the trigger warnings. Oh my god, the abuse in this, the parental abuse or like motherly figure abuse was a lot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with a 4, but we'll do a high 4. It just doesn't feel like...
You should have heard all the fucking reactions she was having.
I know, I almost pulled out the camera, but I don't think y'all would have believed me that they were genuine. Like, I was like gagging, like it was gross.
Literally. You were so...
So what?
I don't know. I don't know what the word is. Something with it.
Stubborn?
Yeah.
But that's not a
You
bad...
only give your 5 stars to your fantasies.
Because it's a journey to get there. This is like, and the main character's name was Jack. And it also had like acting in it, which I'm not a fan of in books. I feel like there's a plot hole in there somewhere too that I'm sticking with a 4. I'm not letting Joey's, oh my god,
no.
I'm stuck. I'm not letting Joey's peer pressure get to me. It's a 4, check your trigger warnings. Don't say I didn't warn you, okay? Okay, now we're gonna conclude this vlog, fucking finally. So if I were counting this for prompts, it would be hardcover, morally great character, and I think that's it. It's over 300 pages. Oh wait, no it's not. Wait, no it's not. Oh my god, this could also count for the 206 to 300 pages. 288 pages? Damn, why did it take me like a fucking week? Anyway, there's that. And look, this is my staff. but I also have library books that I already returned. So let's go through it, shall we? So I obviously got all the prompts, but kind of
This
cheated.
is for part 2?
This is for all of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so in part 2 though, I don't even know what I read in part 2. I think these were part 2, week 2. But we're gonna go over the whole full moon readathon. Finish this, give it 5 stars again, reread. I'm not gonna go through the prompts. I completed all the prompts, okay, whatever. And then,
Prove anything to you.
I know, it's my readathon, I do what I want. Such Pretty Flowers, gave this 4 stars. The Dead Romantics, gave this 3 stars. This was my only one for the someone else picked prompt. I guess this kind of counts too, but not really because I picked it. But Joey's been trying to get me to read it. This was the first book I finished for the full moon readathon. Gave it 3 stars. Gave The Haunting of Evelyn Jones 4 stars. Obviously 5 stars. Diary of Blood. Oh no! Let me throw it across the room!
Oh god.
Fuck my life. Okay, now I just gotta pull up Goodreads. You're so funny. And then I read The Return by Rachel Harrison, which was 4 stars. A Twisted Love Story by Samantha Downing, 2 stars. Making a Scene by Constance Wu on audio, gave that 4 stars. My Murder by Katie Williams, gave it 2 stars. The Dragonette Prophecy, gave that 3 stars. So, in total, I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books in 2 weeks. This week on Jan Agaton, I read I Know Who You Are, Fangs, Such Pretty Flowers, Dead Romantic, wait, I Know Who You Are, Fangs, Such Pretty Flowers, The Dead Romantics, and The Return, right? Did I finish A Twisted Love Story in this too? When did I start this vlog? Now I'm confuzzled. I started this vlog on the 7th? Shit, I really don't remember. 1, 2, 3, we'll call it 7 books. I'll fact check that and correct myself on the screen if I fucked up. It's because I didn't update my Goodreads too and I'm all confused. But anyway, yay! Full Moon Readathon's over! I would call it a success. I thought I was gonna read more books, to be honest, and different books because I had a whole plan, but clearly that never works out for me. So, hope y'all had fun. I definitely had fun hosting. Definitely will happen again next year. Already have most of the prompts planned out. If you made it to the end of this video, what should we put?
Probably a full moon.
Probably a full moon. Any type of moon. No, can we put a bat? I think I did full moon for week 1. Let's put a bat emoji in the comments down below to represent me. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for participating and doing all the things, going to the live shows, posting about it, tagging me, and love you all. Thank you so much for Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all had a great day. Stay safe and stay spooky always. And I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye. Bye, Joey.
Bye.